we just want to say, first of all, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk.
And with that, thanks for stopping and choosing to hang out with your host, the Conservative Bird, your co-host, me, Double D, and our special guest today, Jim Scully. Scully, welcome back. And you are on the Brick Road Podcast Live. Is there anything you want to say, Bird, before we start, or should I go ahead and just start it?
Go ahead and start it.
All right, well, today I make my indictment against the Democrat Party. That's right, the Democratic Party. 249 years of tyranny, terrorism, domestic terrorism, oppression to start. But let's go back to the beginning here. Let's just start with slavery. That was the first evil of the Democratic Party. Then we went on to Bleeding Kansas. That was the second evil of the Democratic Party. And then we went on to the Civil War. We went on to the killing of Lincoln. And then we had Jim Crow. And then we had separate but equal. And then we had segregation. And then we had voting against the Civil Rights Bill until 1964. Then they murdered RFK, JFK, MLK, and tried to kill both Reagan and Donald Trump. And today, the Democrat Party has succeeded by killing Charlie Kirk. And this is my and the Brick Road's personal indictment against the Democrat Party. And from there, I'll let you guys take it from there.
Man, I'm extremely speechless for real. I don't understand it. Like it doesn't make any sense to me as to why these people are so radicalized and that they want to take it to the level of the fact that they want to kill somebody. It's just I don't get it.
What do you think, Scully?
I get just like Tom. I'm absolutely speechless, and this one's going to take a little bit for my brain to digest, because this is someone I saw in person multiple times. This is somebody who was astronomical in getting the MAGA movement mainstream. And something I thought about, I was looking at a picture of like him and his kids and his wife.
It was a beautiful
And I remember
picture.
the day on election night when Trump won, he just had these tears of joy that, we did it. Wow. Like we beat the machine after, everything they did with COVID and putting us in jail and trying to put Trump in jail, trying to kill Trump. We did it. And it was just such a genuine thing to see, a genuine version of someone who worked their ass off for the right reasons, in my opinion, who achieved, bringing America back or at least getting America out of the Democrat grasp.
Yeah.
That's absolutely beyond. They didn't just destroy our economy and start wars and whatnot, and then obviously Republicans back in the day were responsible for that too, so I'm not going to go hard on them with the war, but
Right.
our everyday communication, our dialogue, our division all stems from Democrats who are brainwashed by propaganda, who think they're the good guy in a Disney movie, who think they're fighting the good fight, and then all of a sudden their kid shoots up a Catholic school. Some guy thinks he's going to snipe Charlie Kirk from a building. I think that guy was a trained sniper. I'm really hoping that Kash Patel and the whole White House really investigate this, because there's too many of these situations where they get brushed under the rug. We still don't know what happened to Trump.
Right.
We still really don't know anything about that kid, and Trump's president. So I want to make sure that Trump goes full throttle, and we send a message to the left-wing extremists in this country who think that this is appropriate behavior. We're not a third world country, even though they want us to be. It's not, the 1700s where, I disagree with this guy, I'm going to go out. And that was actually a lot more classier than people give it. But we're not having duels in the streets. No. And if that's what they want, we're going to win. And you look at what they did in 2020 with the rioting, and then how scared they were the day Trump supporters had enough and stormed the Capitol.
Yep.
I don't think they were really
protest to me.
I don't think they were really that scared. I think they utilized, as they always do. See, the Democrat Party, again, you go all the way back 249 and a half years. What has been their number one tool in every election, every movement, every segment of the 249 years of their existence has always been fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also rules
But
for
I
me.
know people-
Also rules for
sorry,
thee.
go ahead, Tom.
Also rules for thee and not for me.
Well, that goes without saying. That's what you get when you instill enough fear. People are afraid to stand up. Well, I'm not afraid to stand up. I'm not afraid of you Democrats. I'm not afraid of a single one of you.
So, Double D, we got a question in the chat. Furious Meth Debater. I like the name, by the way. No disrespect to Double D, but how do we know the suspect is a Democrat?
Because they already said he was a Democrat. They
Because
said
he shot Charlie Kirk in the neck.
He's 65 years old. He's a registered Democrat. That was the first thing they said. So that's how I know, because I heard it on WTAM straight from NPR. I also saw it. I read it on the Daily Mail, and I read it on the Daily Caller, which I don't take them too seriously, but this one they got right. So, but yes, to answer the question for him, we know for a fact he is a registered Democrat.
Well,
we know that for a fact.
Why would why would a conservative do this?
Well, yeah, that's such a stupid. This is how delusional the left is, right?
Right.
The things they criticize us for doing. They go, "Well, how do you know he wasn't a Republican? Because he shot Charlie Kirk."
Why would he? Why would a Republican shoot Charlie?
I don't need a. Yeah, no, it's not like that's like people who are like, oh, Trump paid the kid and then killed him, and it was all an inside job. Like, do you understand how insane that is?
That's crazy insane.
Do you have any idea? I mean, these are the people that think men can get pregnant, that still think COVID was good and the vaccine worked, and they're living in a different world.
Yeah.
So how do you know the guy that shot the most famous Republican influencer was a Democrat?
Well, why wouldn't
I don't know. Maybe
he?
I don't know. Because I have a brain that works and I have eyeballs.
Yes, I can see. I can barely hear, but I can still hear out of one ear. So, yeah. So I guess technically, I really can only believe half of what I hear, because I can only hear half of what you say. But that, because I'm deaf in one ear. All jokes aside, I can't do the jokes today. I can't do it.
Yeah, no, I want to because that's who I am. I'm kind of a comedian.
Say that in the chat.
But this is a serious thing that we can't just act as like, oh, it's another crazy day in America. Oh, politics is crazy. So this is a line. There was a line drawn for me when Trump got shot, but now there's a serious line that has been crossed with me, and I work in politics.
Okay, so the patriotic truth teller in the chat says the second person that was suspected to be the shooter was just released. They still don't know who did it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Dude,
let's confirm that, but I'll confirm it. You guys keep talking.
The
video rolling.
Get a confirmation on that, because that's
insane if that's true, truth teller. That is insane if that's true.
That is way insane. I like patriotic truth teller, man. His name fits him. He really is the truth teller. Thanks for updating on that. Thanks for updating us on that. We appreciate that. Scully, have you found anything yet?
Hold on a second.
I got Tim Pool on. They say the suspect is in custody, but they maybe haven't found out if they're not. But there were two other people they had that they released earlier. It all says in custody, person in custody, but that doesn't mean they got the guy.
Hey, you guys, I want to show you.
So go ahead.
I want to show you guys something that my friend just sent me really quick. This shows how insane that MSNBC and all these liberal media outlets really are.
Katie Turd? Talking about Katie Turd?
Oh man, this is wild, dude. My buddy just sent me this and I shared it, reposted it just so I could show you guys. So these people literally are suggest that Charlie Kirk's shooter might have been a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration.
A supporter shooting their gun off
in which a shooting like this
MSNBC.
happens.
That's why they are.
Yeah, and again, I emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea.
By the way, they're just not
in which a shooting like this
confirmed yet. I guess. So that's what I got by looking that up. But go ahead. I just wanted to update you guys.
Yeah, tell Katie Turd from MSNBC, from DNC, to grab a spoon and eat my ass.
Yeah, eat Double D's ass.
That's right, Katie Turd. Eat my ass, you lying cunt. I don't care if it's live.
Yeah, and I don't care. Hold on, I'll send you a clip.
We do live.
Okay, so Patriotic Truth Teller, he's about to send me the clip. Yes, you could send it on my phone. I could. There we go.
Yeah. It just.
No,
cool.
not that clip. I need like an actual clip of it. I can't like show that on the channel. So, okay, so let's say it isn't the shooter that they had in custody. What?
It's still a Democrat.
Who is it, though?
Democrat that did it.
Yeah, the old man they dragged out was not the suspect. That's what I heard too, Activator. They have a person of interest in custody. We don't know if he is. But regardless. Let's say the old man's not the shooter. Let's say the other person's not the shooter. We know it's not a Republican or a conservative. We know
Definitely not.
Why would
Definitely
it be?
not. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely
It's
not.
a stupid debate to even talk about.
Right. It's
kill our most effective guy on social media. So what? So we can win the midterms
Bro.
and then never be able to use him again? There's no logic to any of that. It's just people who are addicted to conspiracy theories. Are like everything's a fucking conspiracy theory.
Okay, so
they're addicted to the beliefs of the Democrat Party.
Exactly.
They are part of a cult.
Yeah, we get jacked up, baby.
People. They are a cult of crazies. I want you to get angry with me, America.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Get angry with me. It's time to get angry with me. Enough's enough.
So
enough's enough.
My buddy sent me the clip on my phone, so I could just play it on my phone and you guys can hear it.
Yeah, or whatever.
It's kind of low.
Has been released after an interrogation by law enforcement. Our investigation continues and will continue to release information in the interest of transparency.
So they don't know yet.
No, it sounds like they don't.
That's still going. But they have a guy in custody, and I just hope they find the right person.
Crazy.
If they got a guy in custody, he's obviously in some form, shape, or another related to it.
Yeah.
Or they would have let him go. They let the other guy go, right? The first one.
The old man. The old man. Yeah, I believe they let him go because he didn't do it.
Well, he looked pretty frightened when they were arresting him,
Well,
too.
what it was is, I guess he was online making threats, talking about doing it.
Oh, so they just went and snatched him up then.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Hey, we have the right to free speech. I love free speech, but sometimes when you talk about killing people, that's no longer free speech. That's called a felony.
Yeah, it's true.
It's murder.
Yeah. It's conspiracy to murder. And then when he does it, it is a murder.
Yeah.
And as we've seen today, Charlie Kirk was killed by,
I'm pretty
positive, a lunatic Democrat.
Yeah, they released the old man, right? Well, did they? And you said they released the other guy as well, too.
They released. I don't think they released the second guy yet. They're just furthering their investigation to make sure.
Okay.
How can they not find a shooter on a college campus? I don't understand that.
Especially with all the technology we have, I know.
If this was a right-wing man who shot David Packman at one of these rallies, that man would already be in jail. He would already be in jail.
So they'd be rioting and marching and protesting,
burning down neighborhoods. No, because he's a white guy. They wouldn't burn down the neighborhood for that.
The truth, no, they released him. Watch the fucking clip I sent you. I did, but we can't hear it on my phone. It's too low. He said, the second person was released.
He fucking died, and it's terrible, and the left is a death cult.
Yeah, he said that the second person was released as well.
Wow.
Then we'll find out about that.
Yeah.
It's so soon, it's so fresh. This just happened less than 6 hours ago.
It's wild. I never thought I would be talking about this, especially with Charlie Kirk, because he never came off as arrogant, cocky, disrespectful. He always just wanted to figure out what a person that thought opposite of him, why they thought the way they thought.
Right. And then if he could convert them to reality and common sense, albeit.
Right.
Unfortunately, Democrats aren't capable of that.
Yep.
So the Democrats that have been capable of common sense were red-pilled 3 years ago after the first year of Biden. They already joined. All you have left in the Democratic Party now are the crazies. That's it. The crazies are the boomers.
Yep.
as I like to refer to as the geriatric mafia, but that's only the boomer Democrats.
Yeah, it's all the older ones.
Just those ones who were, wiping their ass with the American flag in 1968 during the Summer of Love.
There are very few moderate Democrats anymore. Most of them are like just completely extreme and psychotic.
And detached from reality.
Yep.
They are literally detached from reality. And I don't know how to help them. I don't know how to save them. I don't think they can be saved.
They think we're crazy.
It's not my job.
We're brainwashed. They think we're brainwashed and we're you're supporting a dictatorship and you're brainwashed, and in 20 years you're going to be Nuremberg like the Nazis in Germany. It's like, no, people, you got that whole thing wrong and backwards.
Yes, backwards.
In 20 years, people are going to go like the same thing they do now. Holy shit, I can't believe I put my kids on pills that are addictive. In 20 years, they're going to go, holy shit, I got someone got their kids hormone therapy and got them plastic surgery when they're only 10.
Yeah,
like you're not going to age well. You're brainwashed. We're coming from common sense. Trump, the whole Republican Party, I don't even consider it necessarily like the MAGA movement.
Yeah, the MAGA movement is what I'm part of.
It's not a crazy Democrat. It's not even people who are traditionally Republican.
No.
People are tired of it. And people who are independent, the amount of people who messaged me a year ago and said, Trump might be a little out there, but I would prefer him over what the Democrats are doing. These are people who are Democrat probably in 2020, 2016.
Yep.
And these are people that, like, I assume maybe wouldn't vote, but they're like, no, I'm actually going to go out and vote for Trump because you were kind of right about things and I don't agree with you on everything, but, that's kind of what I get. I don't agree with you on everything, but our side has gone batshit crazy, and they're not going to get better if they keep getting elected. They need to lose, and have a wake-up call, just like the Republicans did after McCain and Romney. We had a wake-up call, and we got Trump.
Hey, guys, can I make a quick retraction?
Sure.
Go for it.
I'd like to make a retraction on since they don't have the shooter in custody. We don't know that it's a Democrat for sure yet. But if I'm in Vegas betting, I'm betting that it's a Democrat.
Yeah, we're betting on.
I'm betting on it.
We're betting on blue. Put it like this: we're betting on blue.
Yeah, it's a Democrat. And I'm going all in. I'm going all in on that bet too.
Hey, what's up, NFTs for sale? How you doing tonight? All right, so Patriotic Truth Teller says there are video clips of a dude on the roof who shot Charlie. Yeah, I seen the video. I
saw those.
I seen I seen even zoomed up pictures showing him like laying down sniping. It's so sad, dude. How much do you guys want to bet? What are we betting, Furious Meth Debater? If someone paid by Soros, that's not confirmed or denied. I'm not rolling that out.
It doesn't mean they're conservative if they're paid by Soros working for BlackRock.
Yeah, which means they're not a conservative. It means they're
a part of the New World Order and that Soros establishment.
If they're working for Soros or BlackRock, they're not a Republican. They're a traitor and a liar.
We seen that, Furious. We did see. That's what we were just talking about. We were talking about the guy running around on the roof. That is exactly what we were talking about. So you think NFT? You think it's somebody paid by Soros? I mean, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm shit. You can have your opinion on it. Even if it is, though, regardless, that's still liberal ideology, and that's still the agenda that they're pushing. So, I mean, we're still talking the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, NFT. If I think you might be on to something with the George Soros thing.
Yeah.
Because if they haven't caught this guy yet, man, there's something suspicious about that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Utah. I mean, I get it. Everybody looks alike there, but they don't look that much alike.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what
right.
I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's like, they pretty much all share the same characteristics. It's a Mormon state. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, hold on. Before we get into everything, everybody, could you guys please make sure to hit the like for us? That is like the quickest and easiest way to get the stream in the algorithm as much as possible. It would really help out a lot. We got 6 people in chat and only got 3 likes. Can we get at least 3 more likes just to get the likes in chat up to date?
And make sure you're subscribed too. I know NFT is subscribed.
Yeah.
But and obviously Patriotic Truth Teller for sure.
Yep.
So and thanks for your support, guys. We love you for it.
Yep.
And my heart is fucking breaking, man.
It's sad,
my
dude.
heart is broken. Charlie Kirk is the reason why we are sitting here today having these podcasts. He is the beginning of he is part of Scully said it best. He was one of the originals in the MAGA movement, and I'm lost for words, man. I'm trying not to break out in tears, but even more so, I'm trying not to just grab a baseball bat and smash everything too.
So NFTs for sale says you never know. Trump's shooter was deep with BlackRock. I did see that with all the commercials he's in and everything. Furious says somebody said it was less than 200 yards and you don't need extensive background in military training to shoot that. Maybe not. It was actually, it looked more close. It looked a little bit further than 200 meters or 200 yards to me. I could be wrong about that. I didn't really see the exact.
That was a crazy shot, though.
But that was you have to know how to shoot a gun in order to hit a shot like that with accuracy like that. He hit him right in the fucking neck.
He had to have had a scope.
Yeah, dude. There's no.
Well, he had training. I'm concerned about the training and all that.
Here's the thing, Scully. You're onto something because I'm an avid shooter. I don't know if you guys know that about me. I'm an avid shooter. I guess the rifles might give it away.
Seriously, they did take a big piece. Actually,
they did.
They didn't try to. NFT said they tried to take a big piece of the Republican chessboard. They didn't try to. They did take a piece of the Republican chessboard.
Yeah, they sure did. But here's the thing.
You know what? The kid who shot Trump shot like 8 rounds. This dude did it in one shot and disappeared. So that's why I think it could be a CIA thing.
It's a professional. It's a professional.
Right. You never know, to be honest.
Look. I've taken shots now. At wild hogs with my 30-06.
Okay.
And that's a machine that's designed to kill at 3,000 feet away, a wild hog. And I don't even do that well with it. They're like, if I'm trying to hit, I'm just trying to hit the hog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not trying to get a head shot. I'm not trying to get a hard shot. Nothing like that. I'm just trying to get a shot so he doesn't come 3,000 feet and eat my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just a clean shot.
But here's what I can say is I'm an avid shooter, but I'm not a marksman sniper. This guy got one shot and literally got him in the head and neck right here, or was it on this side? It was on the side with the aorta. What side is that? What side is the aorta?
I believe it was on his left side.
Okay, so on the left side. So he got a shot on the left side. He was aiming for the head. The only thing that stopped the headshot was the recoil on the weapon he used. Because from over 200 yards,
definitely not a Mormon.
You're not shooting somebody with an AR-15. That's a 22 round. It's not making it that far.
It sounded louder than an AR-15.
Oh,
seriously.
It was definitely either a 30-06, a 45-70, or even an AK-47 round, a 7.62.
I'm going with your first thing with the 30-06. I'm thinking it was that.
Well, that's what I would use. That's what I would use for hunting. I will use a 30-06 for long distance hunting, mainly because you can hit it from 200 yards is easy with a 30-06. Just so you know.
So Furious Matt.
We're talking about a weapon that goes 3,000 feet.
Furious says
almost a mile.
Furious says you don't need military training. You just need training. No one really said you need you need training. Yeah,
just training. We don't.
No one ever said military.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, no one said military.
But he probably
than just regular military training. I'm saying that's a trained sniper. Sniping is not. You have to.
That's.
People play too many video games now. You don't just like hold down and then boom.
Right.
Like, you can be.
This isn't Call of Duty where you take breaths.
Or if you breathe or something.
Right.
So him getting that in one shot, he knew how to shoot.
He definitely knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Also, NFT also said wind direction and all types of other things factor into that.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. That's probably why it wasn't a direct headshot to the forehead.
Right.
I assure you, he was aiming for the forehead.
Also, NFT also says it wasn't a Mormon. I would doubt it was a Mormon. The Mormons.
I don't believe it.
This isn't Mormon. This isn't Mormon activity.
I wasn't accusing the Mormons of this. First of all, the Mormons were one of our biggest voting bloc for the conservative MAGA movement.
Right, which is why there's so many at the campus.
We even won over the Amish this time. Nobody's won the Amish in 200 years, but we did.
Yep.
So, But yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think it was a Mormon.
No,
I definitely don't think it was a Mormon.
All
They
we know-
don't do that. That's not how they assassinate. Mormons, they're a little more creative. You know what I mean?
Here's something.
They poison you and shit.
This is nothing with religion, dude. It was a political hit job.
Yeah,
The
for
only
sure.
thing-
1000%.
For sure.
Assassination.
So
For sure, it was a political assassination.
here's something that Furious says that I feel like we can all agree with. All we know is the person who did it is a piece of shit.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. Absolutely. And I hope when the cops finally do catch him, I hope he points his gun at them so that they fill him with 160 rounds of lead.
Yeah.
And not a single headshot. I want him to feel every single one of those shots.
To find him alive and interrogate him, because they killed the guy who killed Kennedy, like on camera. The kid who shot Trump got his head blown off. I want to put this guy in a torture chamber and interrogate him and find out who he was working for, and then just go after whoever is doing this shit. You know, it's just been going on in our country forever.
Way too long.
So many of the baby boomers just think, oh, some crazy guy killed Kennedy, and like just
well, you know what their disadvantage was, Scully? All they had was 3 networks: ABC, NBC, and CBS.
I'm just saying, that's what I mean. They grew up in a different time where they trusted everything. I did not. I'm a post 9/11. Yeah. Like, we lied about the Patriot Act was for surveillance. The TSA at the airport was for surveillance. Nothing was really about safety. And he had Obama come in and turn it up to 11. And now we have political violence all the time because they're like, oh, Trump can't win. He's crazy. Even some of the old Republicans endorsed Hillary and Biden. It's just like, we're not really, I don't even care. I do care about the economy, but I want this woke shit to stop.
Yeah, it's got to die.
I just want to stop going crazy every time you lose an election to the point that you're like January 2nd, they're always going to bring that up. That was one fucking time. And I think most people, like, I knew not to go because I knew there was going to be federal agents there and they're going to use it to make people look bad. I knew not to go to that.
So, hold on before we get into it. Patriotic Truth Teller says Utah's governor said the shooter will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Then he said, let me remind you, we have the death penalty in Utah.
They definitely have the death penalty in Utah. They definitely have the death penalty. And you know what? I think he should be shot by a shooting squad. I think it should be death by squad. I just want to see him full of in public would be great. You know what? They could do pay-per-view or something. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Charlie's wife.
Pay-per-view.
Charlie Kirk's wife.
Kirk family, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk's wife should shoot him. So NFT
they can
says,
let me do it. I'll be more than happy to do it for them. If they need someone to shoot the suspect after he's found guilty, so I'll have no remorse.
So NFT says we need to out the deep state and those bought and paid for by the WEF. I agree.
I agree too.
I feel like everybody feels like we have to out the deep state. You know?
Yeah. We also have to outlaw the Democratic Party.
Yes.
So, you know, they've done that in other countries. They've had to outlaw parties because of their danger to society and their danger to their country and the danger to humanity at large.
Well, they tried to do that to us the last 4 years. They're putting January 6th protesters in prison, in solitary confinement. Trump never went after any of the BLM people.
Never. He should have, but he didn't.
I
think Republicans going to wake up and fight as hard as the Democrats do.
Yeah. Well, Patriotic Truth Teller says
punishing people.
Patriotic Truth Teller says, if I'm not mistaken, I think Utah's death penalty is a firing squad. So that's a great thing to hear.
Thank you, Patriotic Truth Teller. Finally, I got something to smile about. Thank you. You have just made my frickin' century, man.
Yes, I love it.
I love it too. They are the Democrats and their killing squads and their geriatric mafia and their just everything about them is evil, man. Everything about them is evil. Do you realize that you took the life of a man and left his children and his wife without a father and a husband?
It's very sad,
dude. Because of politics?
Right.
Because of... you know what? I smiled for a second. Thank you, Patriot Truth Teller, for the smile.
It's all right, sure.
But it's not going to last very long today because I'm angry, and I want everybody to get angry with me.
Double D's pissed, and we're letting him rage.
For 10 years. And this is another thing. I got a lot of death threats, and I started, I want to say around after COVID, now the FBI wasn't on our side, so it didn't really work. But I would start reporting people because I'm like, all right, some of these are getting serious, and people went crazy during COVID. And now that Trump's in, I didn't get any death threats after the last election.
No, I never did.
I got more threats from Cleveland Guardians fans after the Yankees beat them in the playoff than I did from politics people.
That's hilarious.
The last 2 elections before that, I had a former high school teacher at I went to a private Catholic school, write a defamatory essay right before the election about how one of his former students turned to the dark side and was a fascist. And some of the other employees from the school reached out to me and said, hey, we don't support that. We don't think of you that way. We're proud of you. And some of the other parents whose kids currently have this guy as a teacher say they kind of are watching him because they don't want their kids believing that shit. And there's some new rules now, especially in Ohio after passing SB 1, no liberal ideology in the classrooms. Huge step forward for Ohio.
And that should have been done. That should have been done a long time.
I also
been done in the 70s.
I also seen Ohio just signed a thing for no more gender affirming care for children.
They also, but you know what else happened though? Cuyahoga County today.
Cuyahoga County, yeah.
Yeah, they made conversion therapy.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Conversion therapy illegal or whatever.
Yeah, they made it illegal in Cuyahoga County. Like who really does that anyway? Nobody really does that around here.
I want to correct Tom. Conversion therapy is parents who don't want their kids to be gay. So they banned it. So if your kid says they're gay or trans, you have to go along with it. That's why Cuyahoga County's dead to me.
Oh, I thought it meant the opposite.
No.
This was for. So that's Cleveland's got the LGBTQ center of the city. They're going to be that way forever.
What was that, Bird?
It's actually an L for us.
Huge L.
Yeah.
Cleveland's very liberal, man. And after that shooting after the Browns game, a lot of people are just tired of downtown, and I don't see anyone. Not to change topics, but everyone's like, let's just get that new stadium in the suburbs already.
Yeah.
I was all for the new stadium in Brook Park from the beginning.
That just solidified it, though.
Yeah, that should. But Justin Bibb and that clown over there at the airport is going to try to stop it from happening. But ultimately, in the end, and I know this is not the topic, so we're going to be super quick. But ultimately, in the end, in 2028, either Jimmy Haslam's going to have his Jimmy and Dee's World down in Brook Park, or some other team is going to have a real good going to have a football team, just not the name of the Browns on it.
Yep, like the Ravens.
Yeah. All Bibb is doing is pushing the team out of here. He thinks he's helping him. He thinks he's helping Cleveland. He's helping Cleveland lose their football team. That's what he's doing. Yep. But that's a topic for another day. So, but still.
Let's go back to the tragedy that happened today, which I still can't believe. I'm still like, I got real dark. For a little bit, and then I was just talking to you guys, so I kind of took my mind off of it. But I'm gonna have a hard time with this, because he's gone. It's not like he got shot in the ear and survived. He bled. I saw it, and I can't watch any of the videos. I scroll past them. I just can't.
And you can't unsee it either after seeing that. I can't unsee it
right now. I could just see the violence, the gore, the blood, and someone that I knew. It's not a video game character. It's not a movie. It's not some celebrity I've never met. It's someone that anyone who worked on the Trump campaign has interacted with at some point, who did more for our movement than
most people in the movement, even
than Trump.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk is the MAGA movement, man.
Yeah,
he was definitely the MAGA of the future. So he was definitely the future of our movement. He was the future. But they're going to keep trying to kill us, and they're going to keep trying to kill us off. But
they're making more Charlie Kirks every time they do this shit. You got young kids that are going to be, I want to continue this guy's legacy.
I'll just make sure to wear my body armor in public, so if anybody does recognize me.
We already have people like Bo Diddle.
Huh?
We already have young people like Bo Diddle and stuff.
Yeah. Bo Diddle, I hope he's wearing armor now, because... wear that vest, Bo Diddle. Please wear your vest, brother, because we need you out here.
Yeah, it's definitely a sad day, NFT. Very, very sad day for conservatives. Man. It's just that it's not even a sad. Man. It's not even just a sad day for just us. It's a sad day for the entire country.
It is.
the fact that somebody's political ideology can upset you so much to where you want to kill them, and it's not even just the fact that his political ideology was different. He was so just humble and calm and collective and carried himself with grace and just everything you would want a man to be when talking to somebody and trying to get their point across. He did it perfectly.
I love the way he crushed the socialists, though.
And
that's you know what? I'm going to carry the torch for Charlie Kirk. I'm carrying the torch for you, Charlie. I'm going to destroy socialists for a living. That's what I'm going to make my life. My life's mission will be about ending the ideology of the left-wing Democrat socialist. That is my life's mission. You heard it here today. Our audience is hearing it. You guys are hearing it. It is my mission personally to carry this torch and destroy the lies and the oppression and the tyranny and the domestic terrorism of the Democratic Party.
I don't understand how socialism even got to America, how we even got to this point to where socialism has been accepted by the left.
You know what I don't understand is
I know exactly why. You have these kids who go to college and they're lied to and they're putting in all this debt, and then they're like, well, what? I should have more money. And it's like, no, you gotta work and then earn the money over time. And it's just like they think socialism, they're going to make money and live comfortably and be in the suburbs without working. And it's like, no, that's you're all going to be poor, and it's not going to be a suburbs anymore.
Yeah,
if the whole state's socialist.
Yep.
Right. If I could go back in time, I would go back to my freshman year of college, and I would walk in the classroom and look at myself sitting there in the classroom attentively wanting to be indoctrinated, and I would just go knock myself out.
Yeah.
Seriously. I would knock that dude out. I would just walk up and hit him as hard as I can and say, wake up, asshole, because in 2025 you're going to see the truth about these people.
That's crazy.
And actually, I've been seeing the truth about them since 1999, but you know, when they started scaring us about the Y2K bullshit, that's when I was like, oh, okay, something's not right here. Something's wrong in Denmark. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, that's, again, my heart goes out to the family of Charlie Kirk, his wife, his children, all his fans, including myself, because I am one of his biggest fans. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I don't even think I got this many people calling me as when my brother passed away as they did today.
Yeah, it's definitely different for sure.
It's crazy. Sad. It's just a sad day. It's definitely a tragic loss. It is a very tragic loss, no matter who you are. Like if you can celebrate this, you're either A, trying to be edgy and cool, and this is how you feel edgy and cool is, or B, you're just completely retarded.
You know, here's the question I have, and this question's for everybody in the audience too, so please feel free to express yourself to your fullest extent. But had this been the other way around, let's say this was David Pakman, all right, and he was at one of these events, you know, debating or whatever it is that he does. He's not really a good debater. David Pakman just goes more on his victim status than anything.
No, he's like a psychotic lunatic.
Yeah, but anyway, let's just say it was David Pakman.
With the podcast, I was thinking about the kid at this Florida shooting kid who made a career off of.
Yeah,
David Pakman's. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He made his career. He made his career off of being a victim. So, but let's just say this is David Pakman debating with college students on a college campus, and some lunatic right-wing Republican, although they're really not as plentiful as the media would like you to believe, that's for sure. But let's just say that there is one out there somewhere, and he shoots David Pakman. I would happen to believe they probably already have the man in custody, for starters.
You might be right.
Also, would if these tables were turned, wouldn't they be expecting justice right away? Am I wrong for thinking that we need that? Am I wrong for thinking that justice needs to hurry up, be swift and severe?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If this was the other way around, it would be nonstop. MSNBC wouldn't be blaming the victim. They would definitely be blaming the right-wing shooter. That is a fact. And even the Democrats watching this show know that too.
Exactly.
You know that. You know it. I know it. It's time to tell the truth. Charlie Kirk died for the truth, people. He died for the truth. It's time to stand up for the truth.
I agree.
I agree, Double D. I was letting you go do your thing. Okay, so we got a couple comments.
A little bit.
NFT says, today is the day to celebrate the man, the legend, Charlie Kirk. Many will die for me, John 15:13.
Yes, we will celebrate his life.
Patriotic.
For sure.
And I'm glad Trump has the flags at half mast.
Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm very glad. So, patriotic truth teller. It all started in the 1960s. America's enemies saw the only way to defeat America is from within. So they infiltrated the Democratic Party, the socialist institutions, and the entertainment industry. So they use the most impressionable to brainwash and control. Well, yeah, it's easy to control people.
He's right.
It's easy to control people whose whole political ideology is based on feelings and emotions with no facts or logic in it. So when you're just doing something based on pure emotion, you're going to get hyped up. You're going to get crazy. You could do things that you're going to regret eventually because you're going to let your emotions get the best of you. And this is what's wrong with liberal ideology. And this is why I tell people so often men aren't meant to be liberals, because women's base their judgments based on feelings and emotions, whereas men, we're supposed to be grounded in logic. That's the whole point of a yin and a yang, and the right and the left, because what's right is right and what's left needs to be left behind.
I couldn't have said that better myself, actually. That's a good one. I like that. That's right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'll try to think of a way to put this in words so it doesn't sound too... they need to find the shooter. They need to bring him to justice swiftly and quickly.
Yep.
The Democrat Party, you really need to... The people of the Democratic Party, it's time to start taking a look at yourselves.
Yes, like goddamn.
They never will, though. They won't, though. They won't.
No, they won't, but they need to, because self-awareness is the first step to self-improvement.
So
they have a 17% approval rating before this happened, and then you have people online celebrating it, so they're going to have like a 5% approval rating tomorrow.
Yeah.
They just can't get any lower. And that's because they still think they won the 2020 election and they're relevant.
Right. They're not relevant.
They're not relevant. You had to cheat to win. Nobody likes you anymore. It's not 2009 anymore. You've been, I said this, I think on one of the last shows, you've been in power for 12 of the last 16 years.
Right.
And even when Trump was in the first time, it didn't feel like it. It felt like Democrats were still running shit.
Exactly.
The media.
Even
and after you tried to kill him twice, after you took a mugshot of him and tried to put him in prison, put all of his supporters in prison, you lost the popular vote at every swing state in the House and the Senate.
Yep.
You got to wake up at some point. And politically, I mean, I don't want them to kill anybody anymore. That would be nice. But it's just to my benefit. I don't see how I can lose.
Yeah.
Or how our party can, not me, I'm not running for office, but I don't see how our party can lose.
Right, no, for sure. I agree.
It's just blue.
If you do run, Scully, I'm going to vote for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be your freaking campaign manager.
So, okay, so NFT.
You're going to put you on a roof so you don't. So if anyone has a gun, you'll see them, because apparently our security can't do that. And neither could our Secret Service. I'll have Double D on a roof with binoculars.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well,
and I'll be giving a speech. And a scope. And then you can get the guy before he gets me.
And I'll let you pick the rifle you want me to use.
There we go. Yep. Hey, so we got a couple comments. We got NFT. J. Edgar Hoover started this deep state bullshit, or at least took it to another level, having those viewed as a threat to the system assassinated. Very sad and pathetic. Patriotic truth teller. Another thing they did was purposely change the demographics under the guise of being a melting pot. America was 85% white in the 1960s. The founding fathers explicitly said no third world people. Since the 1960s, 95% of all immigration, both legal and non-illegal, has been non-white. I could see that being the truth.
Well, there was a lot of Cuban migration during the 80s and stuff, and they were like pretty well mixed, honestly. There were white, black, brown. But you know what they ended up being? Thanks to Ronald Reagan. They ended up being Republicans. So, sometimes it works out with the immigration. But most of the time, it seems like we're importing people that are coming to our country
and
to
hate our country. Yeah. Just illogical.
They're leaving a country they hate
to
come to a country they hate.
Yeah. Because,
how does that make any sense?
Well, it's easy because we give them free shit.
Yeah.
They're not getting any more free shit now, though. Those days are over. And you can damn well believe that in the next year, there's going to be plenty of legislation that's going to... Here's the deal. If you're an immigrant that's here illegally, they're offering you $1,000 to get the fuck out. My suggestion is take your $1,000 and get the fuck out.
Yep, I believe that too. Truth teller, selective immigration, not just anybody. That should be, honestly, if I were president, that would be one thing I would do right now. I would cut off all immigration for 10 years.
I would stop immigration in general. I don't care if you're white, black, yellow, green. I don't care if you're from Ethiopia or if you're from fucking Brazil. We don't want you here. Go home.
It's sad, dude. And it's like, I don't understand how this isn't like a general consensus among people that are from this country. How you can't say like, hey, we don't want you to just come here illegally. We don't want you to come here and break our laws and take all our resources, send them back to fucking Mexico or whatever other country you're from, and that's that. It just doesn't make any sense to me, dude. Like, how people could want this. It's like, dude, seriously, like Double D says, you people need to wake the fuck up already.
Yeah, and the people that don't belong here, they just need to go back to where they belong. The Statue of Liberty says, send us your sick, you're hungry, and you're poor. Well, got news for you. Just like the movie said 35 years ago, we have the hungry, the starving, and the poor, and the sick. We don't need any more. Seriously. Yeah. As a matter of fact, France, you can have your Statue of Liberty back.
Yep.
Seriously. You can have it back.
You can take it.
It's coming. It's a beautiful thing to go look at. I was just there recently. NFT was actually there with me. Little shout out to you, buddy. So anyway, he was there with me at that, and it's a great site.
Nice.
It's a beautiful, great site. But if that represents bringing in people to kill our culture, to kill our people, and to kill our society, then I no longer want it.
I agree. I 1000% agree. NFT says, the ones that tend to change the dynamic of our country follow Islam. They want our country to not be republic. Yeah, and that's what's wrong with the people.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong. So people want to flee their countries because they cry about how their countries treat them, yet they want to bring the same ideology to the country that they're fleeing to. It doesn't make any sense. It's just like Mexicans who come here illegally and wave a Mexican flag. It's illogical. It's dumb. You look like a retard, and I don't get it. Like, why would you flee somewhere and wave a flag like you're proud of it? You don't flee somewhere you're proud of.
Well, in Dearborn, Michigan, and in parts of Minnesota, Minneapolis included, there are actual people who want to go to Sharia law. Now, here's what's ironic is you got Ilhan Omar, the brother fucker.
The brother fucker.
You know that brother fucker from Minnesota?
Uh-huh.
She wants Sharia law. But if we had Sharia law, she wouldn't be allowed to be a congressman now, would she?
Yeah,
no.
She wouldn't be allowed
Isn't
to
that
talk
the
like
irony?
that.
No.
They want to bring their laws and rules here and change. But yet these are the same people who are leaving that.
Yep.
What's wrong with you?
Well,
come on, man.
They have no...
And I don't like doing the Joey B impersonation because I hate him, but come on, man. Really?
There's no logic.
Really?
There's no logic to anything that they say.
I mean, You can't make sense out of putting tits on a bowl. Sorry.
Truth Teller says it's not irony, it's called low IQ. Yeah, we all know they're all low IQ. I mean, to support the 20% of the shit that they support, they're obviously low IQ.
Again, I think that's an understatement. I don't think they're necessarily low IQ. I think they're severely brainwashed.
Yeah.
By Marxism and propaganda and this crazy destructive ideology. I had friends that were very smart who went to school and they just got brainwashed because they were in college and that they didn't know that
my
they were being brainwashed. They just thought they were going to college to get a good career.
My daughter was one of them, dude. Totally brainwashed her, man.
It's crazy, right?
You know what I'm saying? Dropped out. I dropped out and everyone thought I was a lunatic.
I wish I did.
They call me white privilege.
Yeah, I dropped out too. I dropped out too.
I should have dropped out. My dumbass went and got a master's degree. I got indoctrinated for 8 years.
My teacher, I couldn't. My teacher was
what was
like,
I thinking?
My economics teacher was like a dumb blonde, and I couldn't understand anything she was saying because she just sounded like a dumb blonde. I'm like, why are you a teacher? You know what I mean? And I failed the class, and if I failed the class, I failed the year. So I was like, I'm done.
I was fortunate. My economics 101 teacher was my laptop because I took it online.
Nice.
That was one of the first classes they started when they started online back in '95. You remember I went to college from from 91 to 95, and then that 95 years when they brought that in, I had to finish up whatever classes I had to finish up, and economics 101 and 102 was two of those classes. So I got to do it online. Thank God I didn't have an instructor indoctrinate me.
I had economics in high school. I had a really hardcore Republican guy who taught me, that's how I know how to play the stock market. We had a stock market simulator. I remember we watched the original Wolf of Wall Street movie, not the new one. It wasn't out yet. Or the newer one, because that movie's 12 years old now. But I actually didn't know much about economics, and then I took that because my parents weren't going to teach me. They were young and they were living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
I was able to learn, save your money, invest your money, don't just spend your money on bullshit you don't need. I learned that in his class. He was also the teacher that said, if you don't know what you're majoring in, don't go to college, don't go to a liberal college. And we're like, what? Don't go to college. This guy's crazy. Now you look back and you're like, oh, that guy was a prophet.
Yeah.
I mean, everything he said about China owning the majority of our country to Obama destroying our civilization. Back then, we're like, oh, maybe he's just, old school and he's watching too much, whatever. Now all of that stuff has happened times 10.
Yeah.
Here's a real important factor. Remember Ronald Reagan people in 1968? In 1968, he warned that we were the last country of true liberty and true freedom. This was in 1968, so he saw it way ahead of time.
Right.
There's nowhere else to go if that changes. We are the last beckoning of freedom on this planet. And honestly, 9/11 kind of took away a lot of those I'll tell you, we don't have the personal liberties we had when I was 10 and 11 and 12 years old. I can tell you that right now. Things have changed an awful lot even since then. But we are the last beacon of hope for liberty and freedom and the pursuit of happiness. If we lose that, there is no place for these people to run to anymore.
That's true. That is very true. So NFTs in the chat, they told us we need college to get a good job. Meanwhile, all my friends who became computer techs watched all their jobs go to India. Yeah, that's true.
And Mexico.
Wasn't it?
And China.
Clinton did a lot of that, right?
The NAFTA. Actually, it was both of them. They're all responsible for that.
Yeah.
Ross Perot called them both out. He called out George Bush and Bill Clinton on that one.
Yeah, because they were
the North American Free Trade Agreement was more than just opening up trade between Canada and Mexico. It also included opening up the trade markets, and an uneven trade market, by the way. Uneven. That's why we pay tariffs and other countries don't.
So
hey, Tom. This is breaking. So Donald Trump just made a speech at the desk in the Oval Office. Do you want to pull that up?
Yep.
Yeah, we should
and show people, and we can listen to it.
Yep.
Just happened right now. They're showing it on.
I was gonna say
I'm sure
even
you can find.
I was even gonna put up liberal hive mind just put up a video saying everything we know about the shooter so far. All right, so let's see.
Let's see it.
Well, let's just do this Trump speech because I want to hear. I haven't heard it yet, so we can all react to it.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Let's listen to that real quick for sure.
There it is.
Right
no,
there.
wait, hold on. That's the Ukraine lady who we didn't even get into that.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that yet. That's another sad situation. I want to find the right one.
I thought it was up right over here. Where's it at? President Trump.
God, the way they word this of ambushed while dining out, it's just paparazzi.
Yeah, it's just paparazzi. Yeah, I was gonna say it's for just fucking people.
But I almost was like, did he get killed? Like just like these.
I'm just trying to find. Let's see.
Yeah, it's probably it's on Tim Pool. It might be live. Go to X.
Yeah, no, Tim Pool's on live. He's been on live since like 5.
He goes on it. Yeah. So
Well,
you're
he's
not
been
gonna
on. He's been on all
just
day.
go to the White House page. Don't use YouTube. It's not going to be there.
I'll go to the White House
right.
page.
It's demonetized if we use Timcast. He's really strict about it. So go to X.
Well,
Just go to the White House. It'll probably be like the first thing that pops up on here. Nope, that's. Greg Gutfeld did a great speech. He said, "We're done. You woke us the fuck up." And it's like, well,
this one right here.
yeah,
All right, let's do it.
it's not up. Weird. What are they showing on? Hold on, let me listen to this real quick.
Well, you might just have to tell us what's going on.
So here we can read this at least. I'll read this out. Yo, what's up, conservative sucker? I'm so sad that I don't even want to bang fat ghetto chicks that use the N-word anymore.
Oh man, hey, fat girls need loving too.
Yeah, fat bitches need love too, Craig. So
right.
Donald Trump
I'm
said,
not gonna give it to him, but
this is what Jimmy was talking about earlier in honor of Charlie Kirk, a true great American patriot. I am ordering all American flags throughout the United States to lower half-mast until Sunday evening at 6 p.m.
there you go. Absolutely.
So Trump is giving a speech right now on the destructive rhetoric of the Democrats and all the violence that they've committed. I mean, he's really hitting them hard, and this is the speech he needed to make.
Yeah, good.
Where
I'm
is
glad.
it?
I hope America wakes up.
Speech. I'm going to
Is it this one right here? Oh, here it is right here.
6
Assassination
seconds,
of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory, may God watch over his family, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
How sad.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. That was beautiful.
How sad.
Thank you. He's president.
That's
all I'm going to say. Thank God we won the 2024 election. Thank God that's the guy who's addressing the nation.
Let's see what Gutfeld
has to be negative about. Yeah, Gutfeld, play that. Hopefully that's a real Gutfeld video, though, because that's a meme page, but it should be.
I know that it's somewhat object of mockery to say thoughts and prayers, but thoughts and prayers for his family. And they need it from all of us. And
sad.
Jesse's right. If they could do this, they are capable of anything. I think that was the message. I believe that was the message. It's really hard to radicalize Republicans.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, it's like we're not the radical
Because we're
type.
not crazy.
Yeah.
We're not. We're all about rule and law. We're all about, if they did this, they just need to be held accountable, sent to prison, or, fired or executed.
Well, I like the idea of the Utah death firing squad, actually, for the guy. So,
I'd like to. I mean, Jesus.
I'd like to know what they could do first, though. You know what they could do first, though? They could throw them in a cell pod of 100 people, and 99 of those people are all Trump supporters and Charlie Kirk fans.
Trump is not God, conservative sucker.
That would be pretty cool.
Charlie's not in conservative sucker said. He said Charlie was supposed to be in Cleveland in 2 weeks, and he said Trump is God. Trump isn't God.
I don't think Charlie's coming to Cleveland. I think he's probably going to he was probably going to a college campus. He was just in the University of Florida.
No, he was going to be in Cleveland. He was state in December.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
In downtown?
Yeah, I heard it on TAN. He was going to do one of his little rallies there, and he was coming to Cleveland. He was going to be there at CSU, I guess.
So NFT.
No, I don't know. I mean, it might have been the Wolstein Center or something.
It wouldn't be December. Yeah, it might be because it'll be cold, so it'd be an indoor event.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. So.
NFT said Charlie's message is going to get bigger and stronger, and the generation that doesn't have TikTok is going to hear it now. You're 1,000%. Cody Lewis, he did not deserve to die. No, he did not deserve to die. To be fair, whether somebody's even asking for it or not, they still don't deserve to die.
Nobody deserves to die.
I was watching Fox Live, and they go straight to breaking news, and this was within 2 or 3 minutes after it happened, and I literally watched the video. Not Fox Live. It was one of those live news stations on the YouTube.
On YouTube, it's like 24/7 or whatever.
Yeah. That might. Anyway, they go right to the breaking news, and you watch Charlie Kirk take the shot as he goes backwards on his chair, and I can't unsee that, man. Now, I didn't see the blood splatter because
the up close video is terrible. I never want to see it again. Don't watch it.
No, don't. I advise you not to. It will change the way you look at things. If the Democrats are wondering why I'm so angry at them, because I saw the video. I saw it with my own eyes.
This is the girl, and then they said that they said these two people were going to be the history will look back on both of them as the start of the revolution.
That's right. It is a revolution, the MAGA revolution. So you say you want a revolution? You want to go around carrying pictures of Chairman Mao? Well, I'm going to show you. It's not going to work somehow.
You're going to get 1776.
Yeah, they don't understand it. Like,
I was born 1776. Actually, I was born in the wrong century. I should have been born in the 1700s. You know what I mean? I was there. I was already. I know. I'm like George Patton. I was there.
So
I was there.
Cody Lewis says now his wife mourns her loss. His kids will grow up without a father, and that woman's death was a for sure hate crime. Yeah, 1000%. He now he's trying to act like he was set up to do it, and somebody implanted something in his mind. Like, no, dude, you're not throwing...
Oh, you're talking about that crazy clown from Charlotte?
Yeah, you're not throwing the insane thing around, dude. It's not happening, bro. You did that shit out of pure hatred.
Hey, real quick, can I say something about that? Can I say something about that? About the guy who's claiming that here's what's happening. He's trying to pull the crazy card. He's claiming that the material inside him made him do it. He had no control over it.
Right.
But here's the thing. He's going for the insanity plea. In the state of North Carolina, in order to have the insanity plea, you have to not know the difference between right and wrong.
Right. And he
said, I got that white girl. That's a hate crime.
That's what Cody said. Cody said that he said on the bus, I got that white girl.
That's right. He said it. That's a hate crime. He should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Didn't do anything. They should be prosecuted too.
You guys want to hear?
And as far as the mayor of Charlotte, North Carolina,
I want to hear Elizabeth Warren. I'll fucking go crazy. I don't care what she has to say.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it because I want
to hear it. I haven't heard what she had to say because I know she's a retard.
She's about to get verbally assaulted tonight.
This is just wrong, and my heart goes out to his family.
No, it don't, you lying bitch.
But we just cannot be a country that turns to violence when we disagree.
Oh yeah, then why do you make all? Then why does it come from your side of the aisle then so often?
Why are you guys doing it, Pocahontas? Somebody needs to scalp that bitch.
What do is gun safety. And every time there's a killing,
it's not about gun safety.
Here we go again.
And yet we have to. As a nation,
not all of us have security, Miss Pocahontas.
Gun deaths.
Yep, that's true, NFT.
Most other nations, and we don't keep our children, our friends, our neighbors safe by just putting ordinary gun safety rules in place.
Ordinary gun safety rules.
If the rest of the country would just follow the rules we follow in Massachusetts, we could reduce fatalities all over this
Massachusetts.
And
fuck Boston. Fuck the Red Sox.
Nobody gives a shit.
Right. Fuck the Red Sox.
Goddamn right. Mean streets of Boston.
But fuck the Yankees too.
Nah, they did it good.
I love Derek Jeter though.
Yeah, everybody does.
What do you say to people who are saying the Democrats need to lower the temperatures? Talking about things and,
oh, please, we can't do that.
Please, what?
We can't lower the temperature.
Please, what?
You know what? You know what? I got 2 words for you. 3 words for you, Pocahontas. Suck a dick.
What are we? Oh, I just don't understand. What are we pleasing though? That's what I don't understand. Where is the please coming from? When you see
the geriatric mafia right there.
When you see this happening with liberal ideology, for example, okay, that guy on the subway with the
shooter's fault.
That guy on regardless, that guy on the subway, right? He wasn't even supposed to be on the subway. And with socialist ideology, no, I mean he didn't pay for a ticket to even be on the subway, right? With socialist ideology, they want free subway rides for everybody. So criminals like that can just ride the subway freely and get away vantage points scot-free for all we know. It could get even worse once it starts getting implemented more and more throughout each city. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to raid each liberal city and implement their socialism from the lowest specter to the highest specter possible.
You know what Pocahontas reminds me of? She reminds me of one of those old women who never had any kids, didn't have any real family, and every husband she had hated obvious reasons. I mean,
obviously.
I mean, not only is she butt ugly because she is butt ugly, but
he did already,
she's also an asshole. I mean,
librarian dyke.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. And she's
seriously.
If she wants to sit here and tell us about guns and gun safety, you know what's a safe gun owner? A responsible gun owner, not some fucking lunatic who goes out and buys his guns illegally because he lives in a blue state or a blue city where you can't buy guns anyway. So they just buy them illegally. But if they just, oh man, oh God, you know what, Scully, you were right.
I told you not to watch it because I did.
You told me not to watch.
Every time.
Fuck her. Fuck her.
If you go on X right now, not right now, we're all united right now.
Yeah.
But yesterday, if you went on X, it was Republicans debating other Republicans about where should we send our money overseas? Do I agree with this foreign policy? Because you can't debate the liberals anymore.
Yeah.
You even have people like Bill Maher, who hung out with Trump after he won because he's like, I'm still a moderate Democrat, but this new woke party's crazy.
Yeah, even he. And when you got people like Bill Maher,
it is crazy. The caring more about criminals than people who work and follow the rules is crazy. The celebration of everything that sucks and punishing people because they're not a minority or some. You have rich white kids identifying as a different gender and they get a fucking scholarship.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude.
It's not real. This is the craziest political party downfall I've ever seen. I didn't think, after Bush. He was probably the most popular president in the world the day after 9/11, which is tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And then he crashes the economy and doesn't do anything really conservative to the point that we get Obama.
Yep, that's true.
Who
that is very
at
fucking
the
true.
time was able to convince conservatives he was more conservative.
I know.
Yeah.
But you know what? He was full of shit. Now, I voted for him. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of the fact that I voted for him. And NFT knows this, and he was absolutely right. He called me out on it 10 years ago. I'm going to admit this. I can't believe I'm admitting this publicly. I voted for Hillary Clinton. I know.
Oh, God.
I know.
Coming over.
Kick him off. You're out of here, Double D. Get off the podcast.
Please don't take my MAGA card. Please don't take it. And then leave my balls where they're at, too.
So... First time I ever voted.
I'm a Democrat. I got to give up my trigger and my digger.
The first time I ever voted, I voted for Obama, and then I regretted it 6 months into it, so I didn't vote for him the second time. But I also didn't vote for Mitt Romney either.
You voted for Big Bird, right? Big Bird?
Yeah, I voted for Big Bird. I voted for Big Bird the second time. So then after that, I looked at Trump and I'm like, you know what? My whole mindset was Trump's a billionaire. He doesn't need anything from us. What would he want to take from littler people that he doesn't already have? Like, there's nothing. He can literally come in and take our entire neighborhood's net worth, and it's like nothing to him. So, like, so the way I looked at it, I was like, you know what? If Trump makes it past the primaries, if he makes it into being the Republican nominee, I'm voting for him. You voted for Al Gore. I didn't vote. I voted for Obama the first time and regretted it like 6 months in.
The first time I could vote, I saw Obama give a speech, and then I didn't vote for anybody.
Yeah,
I think I drove around with my friend who was like a pothead. I was still enrolled in school, and I was like, I'm not going to vote because clearly Obama's going to win because Mitt Romney's not doing anything, and the whole like Obama had that propaganda. That's when Obama legalized propaganda. So everyone on social media, except for like two of my friends, we're all voting for Obama. I only voted for Trump. I mean, I voted for J.D. Vance, and I vote for Vivek, and I voted for DeWine because there was no other option.
Right, Bernie Moreno. We voted for Moreno.
Thank God we got Vivek running this time. Oh,
yeah,
man.
hopefully he wins it.
Because I'm so done with the rhinos and the Dems, dude. I'm so done.
I am too. Okay, so we got a couple more comments.
Sure, let's hear them.
All right, so first of all, NFT says Elizabeth Warren must have 10 cat children. I'd say 12. You might be right, though.
I don't know. If I was a cat, I would hate having her as my. She's probably unattended to them like she is to everything else because she sure as fuck don't know what's going on.
That is true.
She's probably a horrible cat mom.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
So Cody Lewis says, I want to know how the guy that attempted to pew Trump was caught so fast, and here we are. A dude hasn't been found. The older man they nabbed, they said didn't do it yet, and they found a second person, Cody, and they released him too and said that he didn't do it. So this is just going to be a crazy situation.
I mean, they're eventually going to find the guy who did this eventually. But I suspect, like Scully said, he made that shot from over 200 yards.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just telling you right now, that's hard to do. That's not an easy shot. I mean, first of all, if you're shooting over 200 yards, you're using a caliber that's going to have some recoil. It's going to have some kickback. And God forbid you breathe while you're shooting. You got to hold your breath pretty tight for that one. I mean, I believe the shooter was going for the head. He didn't get the head because that's a lot of times how that works out. But this was definitely a professional hit. For sure. There's no question. I have no doubt in my mind. As an avid gun user, I go to ranges, indoor, outdoor. I understand how it works. Making a shot like that, and you know he was under pressure too. He had to be under some pressure. So only a professional would be able to pull off that shot under pressure.
I know you guys hate them, but Donald Trump will be at the Yankees game tomorrow, and the team just put up for 9/11, and he's from there. And the team put out a statement to get there early, and they're going to do the security is going to be high.
I mean, I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind being there. That would be pretty.
That'd be great for seeing. I mean, I'm mad I can't be there. But tickets are so. I usually, not to get off track, but I usually see them in Florida, and I'll go to they only play Cleveland once though now in Cleveland because they're not in the same division like they were pre 1998. But it's fun. I like it. It's just a real team with real fans, a real culture. There's not that Moneyball farm team bullshit.
But I hope they
Let's
do.
Go back to I'm just glad that New York City, a city that's prone to being crazy.
I just hope that
is doing things for Charlie Kirk and the country. They're honoring the country. Every president should be at the Yankees game on 9/11. That's where George Bush threw out the first pitch when they
1,000%.
Huh?
I said 1,000%.
Oh yes.
All right.
I hope they do something in honor of both Charlie Kirk and the young lady. What's her name again? I can't really pronounce it. I don't know.
I just know she's a Ukrainian refugee.
The Ukrainian girl. I mean, I hope there's something for both of them tomorrow. I hope they can, because this is important. I mean, it's time to wake up. I mean, it's time for people to open their eyes. If your eyes aren't open now, that means you're deliberately keeping them closed.
Yep. Hell yeah, for sure. All right, so we got a couple more comments in the chat. NFT says, the new woke are self-righteous. Truth is a lie to the Democrats and lies are the truth. That's how it's been for them since the dawn of time. And he's also said he voted for
49 years of that.
Exactly. He also said he voted for Al Gore. I could see it. I could see the lesser of two evils approach with that. I voted for Obama the first time. Honestly, I voted blindly. I was told in school that I was a Democrat, and then I realized 6 months in that my values lied more with on the conservative side than the liberal side, and it started becoming more and more apparent as I got older, especially just budgeting, how I budget my money, just anything, so many conservative values. I've grown closer to God as I gotten older, just all this stuff. So, I don't know, it's It's definitely been a journey. It's been a journey, but it's worth it, in my opinion.
You know, the irony for me is because Ronald Reagan was president when I graduated. Mm-hmm. So George H.W. Bush was the first president that I voted for. And NFT can actually back up this story a little bit, because a few years later down the road, I was living down in Florida, and I had applied at the Pasco County for a job as a teacher. One of the questions that they asked me, was they asked me about my political affiliation. And at the time, I'm still to this day unregistered as a Republican or a Democrat. I'm still listed as an independent to this day.
Same.
But I was honest and said, yeah, I voted for, George H.W. Bush for president he was the first president that I voted for. I was just answering a question that they were asking me, and I didn't get the job. I was in my third interview, by the way. That was my third comeback. And because I admitted that I voted for George H.W. Bush in 1988, by the way, that was 12 years before that interview, I didn't get it. I find out later on, about 3 months down the road, I go to one of their seminars, for their teacher seminars or whatever, just to meet the other teachers and meet the other schools and open up your opportunity. And the guy that I was speaking with, and I won't give his name because he's probably still alive, he said, "You know why you didn't get hired, right?" I was like, "No, I thought I was in. I was there, third interview. I thought I was a shoo-in for sure." He was like, "Because you admitted to voting for a Republican." He told me that.
That's sad.
And NFT can back that up, because my heart was broken when that happened, and I bitched about it probably for 3 months.
That's sad. Conservative Sucker says leftism is a cancer. I think it's beyond a cancer. I think it's
stage 4.
Yeah, it's worse than cancer.
Dude, it's like watching a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it's almost like brain rot. You guys want to watch this one? We have a video from Liberal Hive Mind.
It seems like just an update. It seems like they're still. I don't give a fuck about Destiny. He's a fag. Sorry, he's a loser.
He's gay.
I just don't care. He's gonna celebrate. No, he's gonna celebrate. He's gonna celebrate it. I don't have time for those people.
Yeah.
I listened to Ben Shapiro because he was the only one on when this all happened. So he was on, and he made a great point.
Yeah.
He said, don't go out looking for the crazies. They're not real. Be with the people and look at celebrate the good things about Charlie Kirk. You're always going to have crazy people who want to. One of my favorite comedians, Ari Shaffir, when Kobe died, he posted something that I didn't like. I thought it was just distasteful.
Right.
It's just ignore those people. And especially when someone's dad, when someone's husband gets shot in the neck so violently on camera in front of thousands of college kids.
Right.
It's just I don't even want to hear Elizabeth Warren or Destiny or the whatever liberal women who I just saw, they didn't want to pray, and Anna Paulina Luna screamed back at them and said, "You're the one who caused this," which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad.
There's just some people, especially that we won the election. I do not debate Democrats anymore. They don't debate me anymore because they know I'm going to win.
Okay.
Well, they try to debate me, but they lose every time.
So he just put up a video actually 3 minutes ago talking about it being the wrong guy. So let's check this one out.
Great content needs a great audience, like your boss needs validation.
World's best boss. At least we got a laugh out of that commercial.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a very, very unfortunate situation, and frankly, I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit pissed at FBI Director Kash Patel. Now, this, of course, is why I'm always very careful with the words that I choose. I'll say stuff like allegedly or the reports indicate that. And even in the video I recorded, if you go back and listen to it, I left it up and changed the title and issued a correction. You'll notice that I didn't confirm that the actual perpetrator was arrested, but rather that the FBI director was suggesting that or telling us that. Again, I'm pretty friggin' pissed off at FBI Director Kash Patel. Kind of incompetent work to release a statement like he did on X that the subject that was responsible for Charlie Kirk had been apprehended. But now apparently FBI Director Kash Patel is issuing a correction that the suspect who was in custody has been released after an interrogation.
You can't do that, Kash Patel. I'll be right back. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, he definitely can't do that.
I don't understand this. How can somebody with a sniper rifle at a college campus not be caught? What the fuck?
Because it's a professional, man. It's a professional. Yeah. That's why.
So Jesse Waters is on right now.
This is a professional
FBI. Yeah, Jesse Waters just said he has an FBI agent right now. I'm like watching it in the background. And he said this was a professional hit that was planned days before, and the person had an escape, and the shot was too perfect. So this is an assassination attempt. This is like John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not an assassination attempt. It's not an attempt. It was an assassination.
Sorry,
it's an assassination accomplishment is what it was.
It was an accomplishment. Sad, bro.
Accomplishment.
This is sad. I mean? Like, so is Kash Patel like ruining his credibility with this?
Well,
he's ruined it with me. I'll tell you that.
He ruined it with me when they said they had the Epstein list, and he went on Rogan and go, "I actually don't have it." It's like, well, then why'd you say you had it? Just don't say anything at all.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Shut the fuck up. What don't make sense is all these people have to say is, "Hey, we're still looking into all of it. We'll let you know when we figure it out." That's the proper answer. That's what you say. But these people are just idiotic, dude. Like, I don't care what side you're on. Some of these people are so fucking retarded. Like how you said, he goes on Joe Rogan and says, well, I actually don't have the list. You should have just said in the first place, we're looking into it. I'll let you guys know details as we go on. That's the proper answer. That's the way you answer it. But these people are just so stupid, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I read something earlier today on Facebook. Somebody called Kash Patel a DEI hire. I'm starting to wonder if he was that far off. That was a Republican that said that. By the way,
no, you might be right.
I only have 11 Facebook friends, and 2 of them are dead. So, you know what I mean? So that pretty much limits it down. So pretty much everybody on my friend list are Republicans or conservatives if they're not.
Right.
And he made a good. I'm beginning. At first, I was kind of offended by the statement, and he's probably watching the show, or he will be watching the show sometime this week, either in a replay or what have you. But
crazy.
I was a little offended at first because I supported Kash Patel's being picked for this job, but I'm beginning to wonder. Maybe he's not the one who's qualified. Maybe there's somebody else out there who might be better for the job.
You're right. I think you're right.
By law enforcement. Our investigation continues, and we will continue to release information in interest of transparency. So the new update is that the shooter is still at large. The shooter is still out there. And I've been one to defend Kash Patel pretty consistently.
Job, though. I'm not gonna,
but what the frick was this, honestly? The words of the
FBI
a tough
job. You're right.
Really
it is a tough job.
And what Kash Patel said specifically, directly, was that the subject for the horrific shooting today that took the life of Charlie Kirk is now in custody.
The subject in
custody. Either he worded it incorrectly or he jumped the freaking gun, which I got to tell you is pretty unacceptable for the director of the FBI.
Or like, we don't have it, but if I had it, wouldn't I let you know? And we're like, we don't know. You're in the FBI.
Yeah, what do you mean? We don't know. We don't know you. Like nobody. You're Kash Patel. Like, you're not my uncle or my cousin. I don't know who you are.
You're not my buddy. You're just the guy from the FBI who's got the job, whom I actually, in the beginning, thought was competent enough to have it. But
and this is just
questioning my own thoughts.
Yeah, this is just how in control the intelligence agencies are. When you get, they used to say, this is before Trump won. They always used to say, and this is why I was an independent. Anyone can say whatever they want when they're running for president, but once they're in there, they have to do what they're told.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you saw that when Kamala Harris said, I'm never taking a vaccine made by the Trump administration. And then she said, if you don't take the vaccine, you get fired from your job after she got inaugurated. So, Bush was that way. Bush's family's in the CIA.
It's true.
Obama had some good things he said before he got elected the first time that none of it happened. Because he got in, and then it was like a version of what he wanted that sucked.
Mm-hmm.
It was what he originally wanted. I'm not defending Obama, but the point is, when you get in, you can't do everything you said you wanted to do. I can see some of that with Trump. He still has to. He's not. And I don't want to criticize Trump on this episode. It's about Charlie Kirk, but the war in Ukraine still going on.
Yeah,
still going on to the Middle East. So it's
that's true.
Whatever. But, it's better than the the other option.
Well, I've always lived by this belief. Ronald Reagan said this also in 1979 or 1980.
Yeah.
He said a successful presidency will be one where that president could get at least 3 things in his agenda accomplished, If you can manage to get that in Washington, D.C., because 3 might sound easy, but it's actually a lot harder than you think it is when you're up against 535 other people who have a God complex. So you got to remember what you're up against. He said, if you can get 3 accomplishments as a presidency, then you had a successful presidency. And I believe Ronald Reagan was probably right about that statement.
I can agree with that.
Because you're not getting everything. You're not getting everything.
Especially if you're a conservative, you got every Democrat running against you and all the rhinos.
Yeah. So you got to take your wins and chalk up your losses, and hopefully those wins outweigh the losses and it benefits the country. That to me is a success. We saw that from 2016 to 2000 with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
We saw, we actually saw more than 3 successes with him. I don't even understand why they hated him so much. Just because, why? Because he's Donald Trump?
Well, it's all manufactured hate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you're getting people who don't even, dude, there's people out there who, I hate Donald Trump. Well, why do you hate him? Well, I don't know. I hate him. Yeah. Well, that's not an answer. That is not a logical answer. That's a cop-out answer. So, I don't know. That's what I used to tell my dad when I was 8 years old before he beat the shit out of me for doing something wrong. Why'd you do that, Edward? I don't know.
Yeah. So NFT in the chat, he says they're all controlled by Skull and Bones and WEF, except Trump. But he also has some people he's not supposed to piss off. Oh, for sure. Everybody has somebody they're not supposed to piss off.
Yeah.
You can't even run for politics unless you have some connection. Like JD Vance knows Peter Thiel from who's the AI guy. I don't really agree with him, the Planeteer guy. That he helped JD Vance get his political career started. AOC had some CIA. I was listening to Tucker Carlson talk about it on Piers Morgan. I don't know, maybe it was Joe Rogan, whatever. But in order to get into politics, you gotta be in the club to a degree. And Trump was a guy who knew these people, because he did business with them for years, so he knew how to run against them.
He also knew how to push their buttons too.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, man,
I love J.D. Vance. I think he's amazing. I want him to be president, but I don't have the confidence in him not selling out like a Bush that I do Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump, I mean, there's some things he'll sell out on because it's just his politics. You can't just do whatever you want.
And sometimes it's just easier.
Yeah, but and I love JD Vance, but he took the COVID vaccine. He was originally a Trump hater, but I'm glad he admitted he was wrong, so I can trust him. If you admit you're wrong, that's fine. But if you go on to a different, an echo chamber, and you just continue to lie to yourself and say no, Trump's fascist, transgenderism's good.
Yeah,
COVID shutdowns were good. Then you become the lunatic that. Does crazy shit. But I think this was just sorry, guys. I'm on my phone and trying to stay updated because we're live. I think this was a intelligence agency hit job at this point.
Absolutely, I agree.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I think you might be
now how he got away. He's gone, and we can't find him. That means it's an inside job to me. Not done by the Trump administration. But it was done by some intelligence agency.
Yep.
And I don't know what they're thinking, because now there's going to be 10,000 Charlie Kirks that people are going to be inspired by him.
So do you think that makes...
Everyone goes and listens to the music, right? We go Ozzy Osbourne, right?
Yep.
Hulk Hogan died. I went back and I watched old matches. Charlie Kirk has passed away at the young age of 31 at a time where MAGA is now mainstream and winning the popular vote. This is going to... just make the MAGA movement more popular than ever before, which I'm not using Charlie's death as something positive.
Like that, yeah. It's just what it is. It's just
actually we need to make a positive out of this somehow. We do need to make a positive out of this. We don't. America's done.
Yeah.
As a country, we are right now on the verge of a civil war. They just killed one of our political leaders.
Yep.
The Democrats, whoever this person was still a Democrat, all right? Whether he's from the Democratic deep state or whether he's a Democrat in the FBI or a Democrat in the CIA or a Democrat from Joe Schmo from Utah and Idaho, it doesn't matter. This is a political hit, and this is how civil wars start.
Yeah.
This is how they start. Bleeding Kansas, people were assassinated.
Yep.
A year later, we were engulfed in the most major, deadliest war this country's ever been in before or after.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Let's go check out X, see if they say anything about it. Anything updated.
But they're really pushing the Democrats are pushing the envelope on this one. They're really pushing the envelope.
I think that's an understatement.
I don't want to say something I'm going to regret saying. I'm going to control myself a little bit here, but
so we'll see if we have any new updates from X.
The other thing that's crazy was when he got shot, like some of his posts that he just posted were showing up on my algorithm.
You know, he was talking about when he got shot, he was talking about the transgender shooter and transgender school shootings. The gun violence from the transgender.
Make sure you watch out. You're a second away from showing him get his neck blown out. So just make sure and you type in Charlie Kirk. Don't go over those videos.
No, I'm not watching no videos. I'm looking at somebody's.
No, we're not pulling that video.
No, it was in the bottom.
This is when one of the darkest thoughts. This is not just a random guy shooting. To target Charlie Kirk in front of hundreds of cameras in the open, this is a public execution. This is sending a message. I don't know what the message is yet, but how the people are not losing their minds on both sides. I fear that there will become another target, but from the left. Maybe an upcoming problematic leftist candidate, and people will be led to believe that this is retaliation. The way this was carried is not random. It is scary outcome, even more scary. This is terrible.
This is an act of domestic terrorism is what it is. It was an act of domestic terrorism. We are going to find you. We are going to find the Democrat who is responsible for the murder of Charlie Kirk. And we are going to make an example out of him like you have never seen before. His life is going to be so miserable and so harsh and so horrible. Meanwhile, we're going to be laughing at him as his persecution starts and begins.
No, that's not true.
We are going to find him. We're going to find him.
For sure. All right, so NFT says, love you all. We needed Charlie Kirk, but hopefully we get positive out of this. Got to put my kids to bed and play a game. Great podcast. Love y'all. Yo, appreciate you, bro. You have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, NFT. Love you, brother.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you so much. Furious says, I saw a post where it said Charlie Kirk was wearing a vest and the bullet ricocheted to his neck. I don't think that's possible because vests only work for like 9mm and stuff like that.
I thought when I got they're not going to work from far away, but he got shot in the neck.
No, he got shot. He got shot right in the neck, dude. It was. I don't want to send it to you because I don't want you to watch it. I don't even want to watch it.
Getting shot in the head because sometimes your skull, or if they don't hit a certain part of your brain, you can survive. Getting hit in the jugular, especially with the round he got hit with, you're done. And I kind of knew that.
I think this dude
before they reported his death. But
so that comment that tweet I just read off, somebody replied to it. I think this is like somebody being like a dick. Wake up! Charlie Kirk just pulled off one of the most brazen ideological cons in modern politics, and nobody's talking about it. 6 years ago, he was the secular conservative criticizing Christians for mixing faith with politics. Today, he's pushing Christian nationalism and the Seven Mountains Mandate, literally advocating for religious control over every major institution in America. This complete philosophical reversal isn't philosophical. Yeah, I know how to say the word and I forgot for a second. Philosophical reversal isn't a political maturation. It's evidence of either profound intellectual inconsistency or calculated audience manipulation. If your political leader can abandon their core beliefs, they're dramatically without explanation. What does that say about everything else they are selling you? Do what you want with do what thou wilt shall be the whole of law. Love is law, love under will. But then he writes 666 at the end. What a fucking douche.
Can I say something to Christopher Fleming? Christopher Fleming from X. First of all, Charlie Kirk became a Christian because he found his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's how it works. You could be born a Christian, you could be raised a Christian, but until you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and as your only true God is the Father of Christ, until you've accepted that, you're not a true Christian. Charlie Kirk accepted that he believes in his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the Son of God. So you know what, Christopher Fleming, fuck you.
Yeah, Double D, get him, man. I'm just like,
that wasn't very Christian of me. I get it. I don't care.
Well,
I'm angry.
I'll
take it up with God when I get there. We'll have to discuss it. I'll have to pay some penance.
I'm just still so baffled that this is going on, dude.
I'm not. I knew it was coming. I've been saying it for years. If they don't stop the rhetoric, we're going to be in a civil war.
Man,
I've been saying it. I have been saying it since 2015. The rhetoric doesn't stop. This is it's not funny any fucking more. You understand that, Democrats? We're not taking it as a fucking joke anymore.
Man. So here's what you were talking about, Jim.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The Yankees lighting up. Double D cracks me up. He's on it, bro. I like that.
Who said that? Who said that?
Furious, the math debater.
Thank you, Furious. I appreciate it.
Good job, Jose. He likes you. Look at that, my dog.
I might be a little crazy, but I'm truthfully and honest. You know, I speak the truth and honesty. I'm brutally honest. That's why I don't have any friends.
Look at my dogs right here.
Look at that. Oh yeah.
I wonder.
I can't wait. If you go, because I had that problem when I lived in Lakewood. If you go to just a red part of the country or the state, you'll have a ton of friends immediately.
Yeah.
Well, I found Highland. 5 years ago, and my life is different ever since.
Yeah.
I found Highland Road. Highland Road is the only street in this neighborhood that was made for conservatives and made for people like me, you, and Bird.
Yep.
This road.
Furious.
This road. That's why we're the Brick Road podcast.
Yep.
The Brick Road says it all.
Furious says he doesn't have any friends either, Double D. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know what, Furious? I guess we're friends now, though.
Let's go.
Because the enemy of my enemies are my friends.
Yep. So Robert RFK actually tweeted something. He tweeted a picture of him, Charlie Kirk, and Trump. Once again, and he says, once again, a bullet has silenced the most eloquent truth teller of an era. Very true. My dear friend Charlie Kirk was our country's relentless and courageous crusader for free speech. Very true. We pray for Erica and the children. Charlie is already in paradise with the angels. We ask his prayers for our country. Yeah, definitely. God bless them and make sure to, hopefully God's just looking over his family for him.
And I'm going to miss Charlie Kirk, man. Seriously, dude.
Yeah, I watch him. Listen, I watch him every day.
I mean, I'm a faithful watcher, man. I mean, Charlie Kirk is the reason why people like us exist. Tim Pool's another reason why we exist. Even Bill Maher, I mean, he's, I don't agree with 85% of the shit. There we go. All were shot by Democrats. You're damn right they were. Every single one of them.
All were shot.
Yep.
It's sad to think. It's sad to think.
I think I went through that list, didn't I? I already went through that list at the beginning of the show.
Yep. All
Democrats. All 5 of them. All killed all shot by Democrats.
It's sad. It's sad, chat. It's very sad. It's just a sad day for America.
It is. It's definitely
crazy how I see a lot of these local news channels that report his death, and all the comments are just like some guy going, ha ha, ha. And then people being like, you're sick, you need to find God, you need therapy.
Or he needs to throw himself off a building.
People talking about the Epstein list. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with Charlie Kirk?
You know what? I am so fucking tired of hearing about the Epstein list. I don't give a fuck about the Epstein list anymore. You want to know why? Because Epstein is dead, all right? He ain't harming anybody no more. He's dead, all right? Kaput. Finished. There's going to be tons of Democrats on that list. There's probably going to be Republicans on that list. All of them are sick fucks, if you ask me. But at this point, it don't even matter anymore.
We can't. Yeah, like that was like a luxury to care about that, and now it's like, well, shit.
Now we have to worry about if you're a conservative podcaster, some asshole's going to shoot at you.
You love.
That's what we have to. You know what? Epstein's dead. He can't hurt me.
Yeah.
But some asshole Democrat with a rifle can.
Yeah. So
fuck them.
So yeah, even right here they're talking about it on Fox and FBI subjects in custody, but released.
Yeah, but released because they don't have the suspect in custody. They need to just stop saying that shit until they have the suspect in custody.
Exactly. I mean, that's like the most logical thing, right?
And if there's anyone listening, I know like money's tough for some people, but there is a GoFundMe for Charlie Kirk's family that I just saw put on my screen.
I'm going to make sure to contribute to that tomorrow. Maybe even tonight after the show's over. I guess it depends on what time we get done, but.
We've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk deserves 3 or 4 hours, if you ask me. But we're not going to go that long. I gotta get up at 5:30 in the morning. So, but if I had to stay up all night to do a podcast for somebody, he would definitely be one of the ones I would do it for.
Yeah.
But I mean. We're gonna miss you, Charlie, man. I'm gonna miss you, Charlie Kirk, a lot.
It's just like, bro.
My heart is breaking. My heart is smashed right now.
Okay, listen. This is gonna sound
like a kick in the balls, man.
This is gonna sound weird, right? But I can understand why they would want to do this to Trump. I completely understand why. He's going for president, right? And they're completely against everything. But Charlie Kirk is literally just a person that's going to campus and saying, hey, I want to have a discussion with you. We disagree. Let's see why we disagree. And I want to see why you disagree with me and why I disagree with you.
You know what else? He always tried to find a common ground, too. Did you ever notice that every time?
Yeah.
He always tried to find a common between the two. But you know what I'm learning? We don't have a common ground.
There is no common ground.
Party, and there's no common ground anymore. That is over.
The people, any type of people that have common ground, they like start to disavow the Democratic Party. Look at Joe Manchin. Look at what's his name when he came to John Fetterman when he came out of his whatever the fuck he was. All those what do you have, seizures or not seizures? He had
stroke. He had
strokes. He had all those strokes. When he finally came back to and had common sense, he's more on the right than he is on the left.
Oh, dude! I mean, they're already calling him a Nazi. Sake.
Like, dude, if this was 30 years ago, Joe Biden would be a mega Republican.
Well, yeah, of course he would. No, Joe Biden's a racist asshole. Be a MAGA Republican.
But still, Joe Biden was against illegal. What I'm saying is he was against illegal immigration.
Oh, well, yeah. He's against it now. He just didn't want to. He has potatoes for brains. He doesn't know where the fuck he's at.
Right.
He's a spaghetti brain. I mean, he's got nothing up there. I mean, dude, he's got
Look at all these people on the street
bouncing around, man.
Look at all these people just standing on the street. Like this guy, it's like a rock star died.
It's sad, man. He is a rock star, to be fair.
It's like where John Lennon got shot or something. Like it's just like people can't.
Because this is what it is now, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are starting to wake up and move away from like the whole entertainment and realize that this is what's really important with our country.
Yeah. Which is a good move.
Yeah, sure as shit isn't some asshole in Hollywood telling us to be communists while they're living in their $875 million mansion, telling me that I should share what I have with everybody, but they don't have to share shit. You know what? Fuck the Democrats in Los Angeles and Hollywood too. You know what? Just fuck all y'all Democrats.
Yeah, fuck all the Democrats.
Fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all. And I don't use the F word that much except for when I'm talking in regular language at home, but you know what? Fuck all y'all. Yeah. Seriously. All you Democrats can go fucking eat a dick.
Hey, and any
Oh, you know what? I take that back because we already know that half
eating dick.
Half the Democrat men already eat dick. So
if anybody wants,
so you know what?
Compliment.
Throw yourself off a building instead, because that's what they would do to you in Saudi Arabia or Palestine. If you were a Palestine Democrat talking about cutting off your cock and turning your hair purple, they'd throw you off a fucking roof. assholes.
And good for them.
Good for them. Good for them.
Jesus. There's a lot of things about the Muslim faith. Now, not the refugees who come here and hate it. That's mostly like liberal women anyway, who are rich.
Right.
They grift off of being a minority. But there's people I knew that were Muslim when I was in grade school after, 9/11 happened and we went into Iraq and Afghanistan. They came, they were the rich kids.
Yeah.
But they would always say, like, American religion isn't serious, and they were right. Because, like, we have churches that the priest is gay, or the priest is trans,
yeah, that's true.
or the priest is married,
or there's women,
like,
or there's women
being
preachers,
an atheist to me,
or there's women preachers, which
I mean.
isn't supposed to be a thing. That's like something that God's against.
Well, you guys
Just
heard
be
about
an
that.
atheist and stop making a mockery of
Right,
a religion.
yeah.
Because if you did that to the Jews or the Muslims, people would lose their fucking shit.
Yeah.
But because
Yes,
it's
they would.
Christians, no one
It's
cares. 'Cause
okay.
they've been the whipping post for liberals for 30 years, 40 years.
It's true.
I mean, right now you're about to have the Crusades over in England and over in Scotland and Ireland. They're ready to do Crusades all over again over there.
Yeah.
And when they do, and their little socialist commie Keir Starmer, I can never go visit my daughter because of all the criticism I made of Keir. Dude, they would arrest me before I got off the plane.
Yeah, they
I
don't
guarantee it.
They don't allow social media criticism.
He lived there.
Huh?
My brother was a conservative, and he lived in the UK. So
Yeah.
Well, my daughter's not a conservative. She's I don't know what she is, honestly. Nor at this matter do I even care because it's irrelevant. She's in England. She's not here, so it's irrelevant what her political affiliation is. But I do know this: if I go to England, they're going to arrest me before I get off the plane because
That's wild.
I have no problem saying the truth.
Well, you're protected by you have a passport, so they can. I guess they could technically. They can't arrest you though. They would have to. You would have to get arrested unless you caused a violent crime or killed somebody. Those are for the civilians that live there. Those stupid laws.
I don't know, dude. I think you're. Yeah, I think.
On social
I
media,
think you're
man.
underestimating the UK.
5 and 10 years. Yeah, you're underestimating.
Because when I went to Costa Rica, they told me that I have more rights because I'm an American. So if something happens to me, they would get fucked. Like they would send in the military to get me.
Because that would be the only reason why they're worried about it, because they'd be worried. But you know what? If Joe Biden was president, we already know he would not send the military. He'll send the military to get Brittany fucking Griner out of there.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The commie fucking trans male or trans female or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I call it a.
I mean, first of all, the WNBA shouldn't even exist. What a waste of fucking money. All you people out there saying we got to. Fuck the WNBA too.
Happened to like white girls that are somewhat attractive and they're good, so everyone hates them. It just shows you that the WNBA is more of an activist thing than an actual sport.
Oh yeah, dude, that was all about first of all I hear from the W paid what they're worth. Well, in that case, they own the NBA about $50 million, dude. About $80 billion they own to the NBA because their worth is not drawing in any money. All right, Caitlin Clark is the best they've ever done as far as drawing in money.
Yep. Furious said you guys have to flip off the camera when you say fuck them.
We got to what?
Flip the camera off whenever you say fuck them.
Oh, I did flip it off a couple of times.
I was like, should we turn the
Democrats? Fuck the Democrats. Fuck the Democrats. Double fuck the Democrats. And let's all do it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck the Democrats.
Fuck the Democrats. Eat a dick, demos. Well, no, never mind. You guys like that shit. So
yeah, let's not tell them things. Let's not tell them things that they want to do.
Force them to have straight sex. We'll force them to have straight sex.
Yeah, Don't suck that dick, Democrats.
With a really, really hot white chick too. To give them something to be really upset about. She'll have blonde hair, blue eyes, be the prettiest girl that they ever got a chance to fuck.
Furious said
Jesus
Double D
Christ.
is the star of the podcast.
I'm a little crazy. I know. You know, but thank you. I appreciate that.
That's great.
I appreciate
All right,
that.
so Melania Trump says Charlie's children will be raised with stories instead of memories. Yeah, that's true. photographs instead of laughter, and silence where their father's voice should have echoed. Charlie's life should have served as a symbolic reminder that compassion awareness elevates family, love, and country.
I absolutely agree with that. Thank you, First Lady. We love you, Melania. She is the most beautiful, greatest First Lady. You know what I love the most about her? It's the only time she does say anything is when it's important.
Yeah.
Michael Obama wouldn't shut her fucking mouth the entire time that he was president.
No, the fuck he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would never shut his fucking mouth. Like Michael and Barack, man. It was like, enough, all right? Dude, put your wannabe wife with the dick, just put her in the closet somewhere, shut her the fuck up.
Yeah, Obama, go suck his dick.
Yeah, do whatever you got to do, but shut her the fuck up. She's still running her fucking mouth on that podcast. It's like, bitch, like, nobody gives a fuck what she has to say. And tomorrow on her podcast, I hope somebody tells her we don't give a fuck what she's got to say. You know what? I might watch it just so I can comment to tell her to shut the fuck up because nobody cares what she's got to say.
You should send her a super chat so she has to read it.
You're right. And she'll have to read it online or read it on the show. Yeah. That would be great.
Ask her how big her dick is.
Yeah, I'll be like, Mike, I just want to know. Do you have a 9-incher or do you have a 12-incher or are you one of those unfortunate black guys who got stuck with the 2-inch wiener?
What size club you swinging, dog?
That's right. That's right. Well, you know, speaking of the Obamas, his gay lover, that white dude that was in and out of prison and blew him in the back of a limousine.
Oh, you're talking about St. Clair?
Yeah, he just died mysteriously the other day, didn't he? Like all of a sudden, like, you know, because he's been promoting his book or something like that.
Mysteriously, right?
Yeah, seriously, right? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna read it because I don't really give a fuck. But he was promoting it, and then he ends up dead. All because he said he blew fucking Barack Obama in the back of a fucking limousine
and smoked crack with him.
That guy died.
Yeah, he died, dude. Last week.
The guy that went on Tucker.
Yeah, the guy who was on Tucker. Dude, he died. Of course you didn't hear about it.
His name was Sinclair O'Leary.
I should be the one who hears about that before anyone else. Wow, that's weird.
Dude, the mainstream media is not going to tell us.
His name was
killed or did he overdose?
No, he just mysteriously died. You know how it is with people who are affiliated with the Clintons and the Obamas.
He got whacked.
They all die of natural causes. I guess if falling off a roof or getting shot or getting poisoned is a natural cause.
Wasn't his name was like Larry St. Clair or something like that?
Larry St. Clair, yeah, that would be him.
I thought it was O'Leary St. Clair.
Whatever it is, all I know is he sucked Barack's dick in the back of a limousine. That's according to him. He said it on Tucker.
Larry Sinclair, that's what it is.
Yeah, Barry and Larry. It's the Larry and Barry show. Cocaine, sex, lies, and murder.
Not
Too bad
super
there was no
convincing. Larry Sinclair. Obituary.
But yeah, he's fucking dead.
I don't see anything on it.
He did that interview with Tucker Carlson, and 3 days later.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
Well, he was on Tucker like a couple years ago. That was one of the first interviews Tucker did because he didn't have to go to Fox anymore.
Yeah, but he did another interview with him because of the book, and he ended up dying a few days afterwards. And you know, and I just, you know, it's, look, man. Again, the Democrat Party. You can say it in 3 words: the Democrat Party. They are the source of evil in this country.
It's
249 years of evil. This country would be so much better if the Democrat Party never existed to begin with.
I know we can't hear this because I got the volume off. I wonder where they're at though that they're protesting like that.
Well, they're not protesting; they're honoring.
I'm sorry, not protesting, honoring them like that. I just wonder where
that's in Utah, isn't it? Wasn't that in Utah?
Yeah, I think that's just in Utah.
Okay.
Right? That's like near this.
They're not letting too many people get close though because they still have all the, you know. But yeah, I mean, they're
look at all those federal SUVs, those all tinted SUVs.
Yeah.
We're gonna catch this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
We're not letting them slide. It ain't happening. We're getting this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him. And they're going to put him down like a dog when he's found guilty.
Yep. It's just like... Go ahead.
And you shoot it. And when you put a dog down on a farm in Utah, you know how they do it, right?
Yep.
They don't call their local veterinarian and say, hey, bring Propofol
take
and
them
your
out back.
fentanyl. Yeah, they just take them out back and pop a shot in the back of their neck. Kind of like what he did to Charlie, except he put it in the front. But we need to see that he ends up with a firing squad of some sort when he gets the death penalty, and hopefully in Utah they won't let him do too many appeals, because that's time consuming and exhausting. You know, back in the 1800s and early 1900s, when you were sentenced to be hung, you died the following morning. We need to go back to that.
So
if you're sentenced to death, good night. Goodbye, Irene.
We talked about this a little bit earlier. This was the Ukrainian.
I don't even think I can talk about this. It's like I've seen this video and
Owing
my mind's
outrage
just on
today over
Charlie
the
Kirk.
brutal murder of a beautiful 23-year-old waitress on a commuter train. The
And
accused killer has
people
a
on that
history of
bus
violence
were
and
white,
mental
she was
illness,
black,
yet
there'd be
was free
BLM
on
riots
no
everywhere.
cash bail.
1,000%. If the races were turned, 1,000%, we'd probably have people at our front doors wanting to protest us just for speaking about it.
Dude, I'd have to be hanging out my window right now with to fucking keep people away. Are you kidding me? They'd be burning down the neighborhood right now. They'd be burning our neighborhood to the ground right now if that was the other way around. And they know it. But the truth hurts.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be called a racist and a white supremacist.
I get called that all the time anyway.
But just so they
You're
know,
going to be called that. If you're not being called those things, you're not doing it right.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. But I don't want to be called a Nazi.
I don't care.
Nobody does.
Here's the way. Here's the way. Here's the way I look at it. Here's the way I look at it. It's the
so
person.
Call me anything but a Nazi.
No, well, it's
call me whatever the fuck you want.
All that matters is the person that it's calling you the Nazi. If somebody's calling me a Nazi that's a fucking retarded liberal, I don't give a fuck. Cool. Call me whatever you want, you guys are literally retarded. Like, literally have a whole platform and a whole everything based on retardation, right? You think that men can be women. You guys think there's more than one gender. You think that everything is based on race and ideology. Nothing is about merit. Nothing is common sense. Everything is just complete, pure, utter retardation.
Yeah, it's all fucked up is what it is. And every Democrat in the Democrat Party is just as fucked up as every single one of them. And the ones who are because they've seen the light, what the fuck took you so long is what I want to know. Yep. But besides that, if you are leaving the Democrat Party, thank God you're doing that. You saved your soul from Satan's hell is what you just did. You saved yourself from an eternity in hell. Because in order to be a Democrat, you really have to be a real piece of shit. You know that? You got to be a real piece of shit to be a fucking Democrat.
Especially in today's
day and age. I think that's a good note. That's a good note to end on. Double D's speech right there.
Yeah,
if you're
a
Democrat, we're done with you.
That's right. I don't
know. It's just we're done pretending like it's going to be the 80s and the 90s where we can have debates because someone did that. We did debate you. You shot our guy in the neck.
Yeah.
So I don't think we can do the debate anymore.
Yeah. Fuck the debate.
What's the next step is a civil war, which people glorify in their minds, but
in reality, it's going to be the worst thing that happens in the country.
Yeah.
It's going to be very bloody. And then you think the 200,000 people and the total 1 million people that suffered from the last Civil War, that number is going to be quadruple this time.
Oh yeah, there's way more people in this country anyway, so the number is gonna multiply by a lot anyway.
It's going to reflect that. So be careful what you wish for, Democrats, because you just might fucking get it.
Crazy. Well,
that's a good ending.
I think we're gonna end it on that. Everybody, I just want to thank God, and I want you to make sure to keep an eye on your family, hug your loved ones, tell them you love them, because tomorrow is not promised, and this is 1,000% proof that tomorrow is not promised. Live your life day by day and enjoy the fact that you are here, and you are alive, and you are blessed to have a voice and have an opinion.
You want to say something to the audience too, Scully?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on again. But this is this September 10th, 2025. is going to go down as a turning point that was what Charlie Kirk created. Turning Point USA was where our country was at a turning point.
Yeah.
And we just have to remember to carry that on. Don't be afraid to speak out. Don't let liberals bully you off the internet, because when you give them too much confidence, they show up with sniper rifles.
Yeah.
Like these people, I think now this is a turning point where you're just going to see the people who stay Democrat are just going to look like lunatics to everybody else.
Yep, that's true.
Well, if they stay Democrat, they are a lunatic.
Oh, by the way,
where it's not like, oh, this person's just naive and they just don't understand what's going on. They just want to be nice to everybody. Now it's no, you're a part of a terrorist organization.
Absolutely.
Andrew Tate
always been it.
Andrew Tate tweeted out. Actually, he said, "It's time for a turning point, USA."
That's right. I agree with Andrew Tate. You know what? They tried to destroy, and I know I got to give my last word. They tried to destroy Andrew Tate. Why? Because he didn't want to cut his dick off and cut his nuts off. Well, thank God, Andrew. Because he's not a pussy. That's right. He stood up for manhood. Thank God. Because not a fucking Democrat has done that yet. Anyway, on that note, as always, Bird, thank you for making this possible every week. Scully, thanks for joining us on the show, because I love having you on. It gives us another perspective. Audience, as always, without you, we are nothing. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being there every week, and God bless you. And on the last note, as always, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving me this opportunity. And with that, good night, y'all.
All right, everybody, have a good one. Peace. We're done.